A Border Patrol agent lies in a hospital bed, shot by a criminal who should never have been here. 4 arrests, 4 releases. Sanctuary city protection every single time. Now, he's pulled the trigger on one of our finest. That is what Biden's Border Patrol created, a killing field where criminals hunt our protectors. But Tom Homan has just declared war. ICE is mobilizing. In the sanctuary cities that harbor these monsters, they are about to find out what flooding the zone really means. Zero tolerance is here, and the days of catch and release are dead. And what happens next will restore law and order to every American street. Justice is coming. Keep watching. And while Trump secures our border and protects our communities, many patriots defending America suffer from daily pain that keeps them from celebrating these victories. Top medical experts have unveiled a breakthrough, 100% drug-free Conolidine. Like our brave Border Patrol agents who need peak performance, you deserve to operate without pain holding you back. Conolidine optimizes your body's natural painkillers, providing full body relief without dangerous pills. Over 1 million Americans, including law enforcement and military veterans, trust Conolidine's power. Legal, worldwide, certified drug-free, no addiction. And after 14 years of clinical research, it's proven safe and effective. Defend your quality of life at trycono.com/NNN. It's linked down below. Okay, this just in from the Department of Homeland Security. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Of course, that is how President Trump has been signing off all of his Truth Social posts as of late. And they were simply posting a Truth Social post. And this is what it said. One of the great success stories in the history of borders, and I'm including borders from anywhere in the world. Congratulations to Kristi Noem, Tom Homan, Rodney Scott, Pam Bondi, and Pete Hegseth. But a special congratulations to Border Patrol and ICE. These are all absolutely amazing people. Look at that. Do you see what it is here? This is fiscal year Southwest land border encounters by month. Okay? Do you see that huge line at the very top? Starting at 100,000 October, November, December, January. All of a sudden, January starts to dip. Boom. February, March, April, May, June, July. Keeps going. It's like it flatlines, and then it goes even lower. Okay? Remember when Biden and all his people, all his mouthpieces kept saying, oh, no, we got to pass the bill. And Trump's in the back room telling people don't vote for the bill. Okay? Trump didn't need a bill to get these results. Okay? That just goes to show everything that we were told from the previous administration was a complete lie. You guys, we all knew. We all knew it, okay? We covered it here. We exposed it. When we got this 5 hours ago, Trump's CBP Home app gets tens of thousands of illegals to self-deport. And they were posting a link to Breitbart.com. And then we have this. Press secretary says Democrats have learned nothing. In response to Hunter Biden's latest interview, which was a train wreck, in which he criticizes the Trump administration's immigration policies. Really? Hunter is going to criticize President Trump's immigration policies? Let's hear the press secretary set the record straight.
The president.
All these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your table? Who do you think is here by the sheer just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance? And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the criminals?
Quick reaction to that, Caroline, before I let you go.
Clearly, they've learned nothing from President Trump's overwhelming victory on November 5th. The American people want deportations. They want secure borders. That's why we've had the most successful 6 months of any administration. The president has delivered on his 2 core campaign promises: defeat inflation and secure the homeland in record time.
All these
secure the homeland. Okay, let's keep going. Here's more from the press secretary. She says POTUS and the entire White House are praying for this brave CBP agent.
You saw the president and the entire White House are praying for this brave Customs and Border Patrol agent and his family as he is currently fighting for his life in the hospital. You saw the Secretary of Homeland Security and our White House border czar, Tom Homan, who were on the scene in New York today and held a press conference to speak about this tragedy that took place over the weekend at the hands of yet another illegal alien invader who was allowed into our country and released by the Biden administration and then was released again at the hands of state and local officials. And this is exactly why President Trump was elected into office with an overwhelming mandate to secure our homeland and to move forward with the largest mass deportation operation in American history. We must remove these public safety threats from our communities. That's exactly what the Trump administration is doing. That's exactly why the One Big Beautiful Bill was signed into law to give ICE and Customs and Border Protection, who put their lives on the line every day to protect our homeland, more resources to secure our communities. And this is just, unfortunately, another tragic example of the failed open border policies of the previous administration. The president and the entire
border policies are all getting erased. Pray for the family. Pray for that man who is that Border Patrol agent right now. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons. Let's hear what he has to say on Fox about this.
Got away. You know, we're so thankful that the CBP officer is going to be okay. We pray for him and his family. But what if this was just a normal person out there on the river at night? We wouldn't know about this. These two illegals could have killed an innocent person or two people at this point. There were so many gotaways and so many people let in under the last administration that didn't come here for a better life. And we see that now. Both these individuals have such a large criminal history, and they've been encountered so many times by local law enforcement that this accident or this incident should have never happened. Should never have happened.
So the officer shot in New York City Miguel Francisco Mora Nunez, the alleged shooter, and Christian Abar Barrera, the alleged accomplice, second suspect arrested in border agent shooting. Okay, let's take a listen to what is being said here. Western Lensman reports Salazar says she believes the president is going to sign her bill. All right.
Will be dignified.
Okay, Congresswoman, has the speaker agreed to advance this? Where is this going? Have you talked to President Trump about it?
Listen, the president is the one who will sign this bill. It will not be amnesty, it will be dignity. Trump is an intelligent, astute leader. He can break a deal at any time. He's a construction guy from New York. He knows that those hands are needed. He has golf courses at Doral.
Do you have a commitment from him? Do you have any commitments that this is going to move yet?
We filed on July 15th. Just watch what's going to happen now. The conversation is going to start. I did my job as the legislator. It's an easy bill to pass. I'm sure that the president will bless it.
Okay, Congressman, have you...
Okay, so it sounds like there's an amnesty bill. We've been tracking that key word for a while. If you recall, just a couple of weeks back, Charlie Kirk's phone was ringing off the hook, people telling him, people working in the back rooms to cut an amnesty deal. Now it appears that this Republican, Salazar, U.S. Representative Maria Elvira Salazar of Florida District 27 has filed the bill, and she has full confidence that President Trump is going to sign it. President Trump has said that he is not going to support amnesty, but she calls it dignity and not amnesty. She was on Miami television. Let's continue this. There's more. CBP Commissioner Rodney Scott, these two individuals were released into the U.S. after being apprehended because of failed policies. POTUS stepped up to fix these failed policies on January 20th of this year.
These two individuals, the two assailants, were released into the United States after being apprehended because of failed policies. President Trump stepped up and fixed those failed policies on January 20th of this year. With the support from Secretary Noem, we now have the most secure border that I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. Much of that resolution was by fixing failed policies based on facts and evidence. Sanctuary city policies across this nation and some of these, and even states in some cases, are failed policies. The facts and evidence are there in front of you. It's time for local leadership and state leadership to step up to the plate like President Trump did, acknowledge crime as crime, acknowledge the fact that there's no global information system where we can vet these people coming into the United States. We do not know who they are, and we have to have border security where we simply know and control who and what enters our country, just like we do our homes. This should not be political. I'm calling on all state and local leaders to step up to the plate, get rid of these sanctuary city laws, and simply enforce the laws on the books. Work with your federal agencies so that we can actually root out these criminals from our neighborhoods.
Root them out, man. All of them. Okay, what would you say, ABC, what would you say to people who say they're not here illegally? They have to leave. They should have waited in line.
To those people,
What would you say to people who say, look, they're not here legally, they have to leave, they should have waited in line?
Well, to those people, I don't care to conversate to those people. Our community is devoting our time to the people who are rallying up with us.
What would you say to people?
ABC, here's another one.
Little question, you will hit the border with Mexico, where there is little question that Trump is fulfilling a campaign promise.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted.
In a matter of months, migrant crossings have hit record lows. Apprehensions at the southern border dropped to 6,072 in the month of June, a massive reduction from the 83,532 apprehensions recorded in June of last year.
Over 25 miles of concertina wire our U.S. Marines put up for us.
Acting Patrol Chief Jeffrey Stallnacher tells us the San Diego sector has seen a significant drop in illegal entries.
And what that has done, it's allowed us to get our agents back on the border to do their traditional work. In addition to that, we have maximized consequences. It can be an immigration consequence or a consequence because of a criminal history, something that they've done in the past.
So in other words, if they come across, you find out they have criminal history, they go to jail and probably be kicked out later. Or if they don't, they're just immediately
repatriated. So criminal history and immigration.
You will hit
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, I thought I saw Stephen Miller. Oh, yeah, baby. Give me some Stephen Miller. Let's see what he's talking about.
1,000 under Biden on a regular day, 10,000 illegal aliens would be set free into the country on a single day. In the last full month of June, under President Trump, the number of releases, 0. The number of releases the month before that, 0. The number of attempts last month, again, all of which were stopped, was just around 6,000. For the entire month, 2,000-mile border, and only 6,000 people tried, 100% were stopped, 0 got in. It is inexpressible what an achievement that is from President Trump. But the great challenge now, which President Trump is leading, is the process of finding all the criminal elements embedded throughout our country, all the terrorists embedded throughout our country, and getting them out and getting them out fast. And here's the thing. There's no book of addresses, Sean, of where all the criminals are. Biden just set them free everywhere on their own, fake documents, fake names, fake identities, and free taxpayer dollars. There's no encyclopedia we can turn to figure out where they're located or where they live. This requires backbreaking law enforcement investigative work to identify and remove these criminal aliens. You just mentioned, Sean, as an example, in one law enforcement operation in San Francisco, they arrested an illegal alien who had been in and out of jail in California 67 times. 67 times this criminal illegal, including, by the way, for dealing fentanyl, 67 times in jail, out of jail, in Newsom's sanctuary state, in and out, never once deported until President Trump came along. But you have even more dire threats, acting on behalf of foreign adversaries and foreign enemies, criminal cartels, foreign terrorist organizations who have spread throughout all 50 states under Joe Biden. Already, under President Trump's leadership, 150,000 criminal illegal aliens have been arrested by either Homeland Security or the Department of Justice and either deported or prosecuted. 150,000 threats to our community off the streets. But there are millions and millions more to go, Sean. And under President Trump's leadership, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, baby. Bring it. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. So this is what betrayal looks like. A Border Patrol agent fighting for his life because sanctuary cities protected his shooter through 4 arrests. 4 times they could have deported this animal. 4 times they chose criminals over citizens. But the tables have turned. Tom Homan's promises to flood sanctuary cities is not a threat, it's a guarantee. Already 150,000 criminal aliens arrested or deported, 0 released last month. The border isn't just secure, it is sealed. And Governor Noem, Kristi Noem, DHS Secretary, called it right. Violence against our officers is up 830% because of Democrat rhetoric. Well, that rhetoric just met Trump's reality. No more catch and release, no more sanctuary for killers. The American people demanded action, and they are getting it. And Maria Salazar, representative, pushing amnesty? Well, she's about to get primaried into oblivion. So here is the question. Should sanctuary city mayors face federal charges for harboring criminals? Yes or no? Drop your comment or your verdict down below. Let's continue the conversation. And if you want to support the president's all-inclusive resort of Alligator Alcatraz with that beautiful moat that's filled with lush wildlife, check out our Patriot gear. Alligator Alcatraz shirts on sale now with President Otto Penn also is one of the selections. And you can pick your favorite member of the administration in our American Badass series. Click the link in the description. In order to do that, you got to tap more, and you got to tap more again. YouTube's made it very difficult, but it's linked down below in the description. Check it out, shop.nextnewsnetwork.com.